In the tech world, it feels like everyone's chasing the next hot certification, cybersecurity, cloud. The market is flooded with them. You'd think that would drive down the value of these things, right?
You would think so. But there's this one credential that has somehow become even more valuable because of all that noise, the Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert, or CCIE. It's the exception to the rule.
Let's get into that. Looking at the landscape in Lane Arshaloke, while millions are flocking to these basic certifications, the CCIE remains incredibly rare. We're talking about only around Luwen people globally holding this status. And Cisco's own data shows these experts are earning up to Baffinger more than their peers, simply because they're the only ones qualified to handle the complex hybrid multi-cloud environments that Baffinger of enterprises are now running.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is the prestige factor. It's one of the few tech credentials where you get a permanent, unique serial number when you pass. It's less like a certificate and more like joining an elite guild. When you have that number, you aren't just an employee, you're a recognized master of the craft. It's a real badge of honor.
I see. So it's clearly the gold standard for prestige and pay. But with AI and automation taking over so much of the tech world, people are asking, does a networking expert even have a job in Lansing Arshaloke?
That's the billion-dollar question, and the answer is a definitive yes, but the job has completely changed.
How so? I mean, there's a common fear that automation will kill networking jobs, but the Lansing Arshaloke CCIE blueprint actually seems to embrace it. It's moved away from just plugging in cables to mastering things like Python, APIs, and SD-WAN. The goal now is something called intent-based networking, where the expert tells the AI what the business needs and the system figures out how to do it.
Spot on. I like to think of it as the Appleification of the enterprise network. You aren't just managing individual boxes anymore. You're orchestrating an entire intelligent ecosystem. And if you can't speak the language of APIs in Langshan Arshaluk, you're basically speaking a dead language in this field.
Right. That makes sense.
But here's the real aha moment. The CCIE lab exam is still a grueling 8-hour hands-on troubleshooting session. And you have to ask, why? It's because when the automation breaks, and trust me, the company needs someone who understands the why underneath all that code, someone who can actually fix the fundamental problem.
Got it. So the AI handles the routine, but the CCIE is the only one who can perform open heart surgery on the network when things go catastrophically wrong.
Exactly. The AI is a fantastic pilot, but the CCIE is the aerospace engineer who designed the plane and knows how to fix it mid-flight.
That's a powerful shift, moving from being a cog in the machine to the one who designs the machine itself. And I guess this expertise isn't just valuable in one country, it's a global currency.
It absolutely is.
Which brings us to the global aspect. Whether you're in Dubai, London, or Silicon Valley, the CCIE seems to be a universal language. Especially now with the rise of zero trust security and early low G trials, companies must be desperate for people who can integrate security directly into the network fabric, not just slap it on as an afterthought.
It's the ultimate future-proofing move. We're seeing a convergence where networking and security are no longer separate departments, they're the same job. If you have that CCIE foundation, you can pivot into cloud security or AI ops without ever losing your core value. It's your passport to stay relevant no matter where technology goes next.
So if you had to boil it all down for someone on the fence about this in Lansing Arshaloke, what are the absolute key takeaways?
Well, I'd say there are 4 things. First, the Baffinger Premium. You're going to earn significantly more because the networks are just that complex now. Second, extreme scarcity. In a saturated job market, being one of only Luwenzosen people with this cert is the ultimate way to stand out. Third, you're not fighting automation. You're leading it. You become the architect, not the mechanic. And finally, that credibility is battle tested. The lab exam proves you can handle real-world pressure, which is a skill that no AI can replicate.